Hello. It is evening time. I got a fire going. We are really living. I've got the fire going and I'm making chicken noodle soup. We're gonna sit out here and eat it in the fire. We're just having like a really peaceful, relaxing evening, I guess. More or less, we're just bored. The time changed. It went back an hour, and then now it feels like forever, for it to get to be bedtime. So we're just trying to buy some time. So me and my daughter went out and we found some wood, and we had this sucker piled, but it's died down over the past hour or so. So we're just sitting out here enjoying our fire that we built. So tomorrow is the big day. Tomorrow is the day that we get our cabin delivered. Fingers crossed that it does not rain overnight or early in the morning. It rains after we get the cabin, because they will not deliver the cabin up here if it rains. So yesterday there was a chance of rain. It never rained. It was in the 60s, really sunny. Today it was supposed to be cloudy, which it was. It was nice today. And there's a chance of rain tomorrow, so I'm hoping it holds off so we can get our cabin here. We got the spot cleared off back there. And of course I'll show you guys when we get the cabin. Oh, the smoke is choking me up. Anyways, this week, even though it's early, today's Tuesday, it has been a trying week. More or less, I'm in my feelings. I don't know if being here by myself with the kids for 3 weeks has got to me or what, but it's rough. I have twice today cried on the phone to Paul. Not that I don't like this lifestyle, but I'm lonely, and I told him I miss him and I'm tired of him leaving. There's no point in doing this if he's gonna be gone all the time. The whole point was for us to be able to live a simple lifestyle, him be home so we can work on stuff. And of course, he doesn't really have a whole lot of options with being gone. Plus we need the money, so the extra hours is really nice. But I'm just really over him being gone all the time. I don't want to have our whole marriage be by myself, me feel alone in our relationship. And when he's gone, I do feel alone. I feel really lonely when he's gone, and me being here with the kids, I'm going freaking nuts. So it's just been one of those weeks already where I'm really in my feelings, and he knows that. And when he comes home, we're gonna kind of look at different options as to solutions to fix the problem with him being gone all the time. He really likes his job and the people he works with, but it's not worth losing your family over. Not saying that I would leave Paul, but there comes a point in my life where there's more to my life than living by myself and feeling alone in a relationship. So that's one of the things that needs to be worked on. Other than that, me and Paul's relationship is really good. We're the normal relationship, ups and downs. But the whole him being gone all the time, it wasn't bad until the past year. We have things we want to do, and we can't do those with him gone all the time. So it's one of those things you got to weigh out. Is it really worth being gone all the time away from your family? And he knows it's not. So he's perfectly willing to find other solutions to this problem. So just one of those days today. And speaking of all the emotional mess I went through already today, yesterday we found out that Paul's grandpa died, which is his dad's dad. Not really sad about that. I mean, it's a sad thing, but we really were not close with his grandpa, and his grandpa was never really involved in his life, never really his dad's life either. So it's one of those things. It's kind of a hot mess, because originally, he had planned out his whole funeral, picked out the casket, the headstone, where he was being buried and everything. And then come to find out yesterday, he changed his will that he wanted to be cremated, wanted no service, nothing at all, nothing. So it's one of those things where we're kind of waiting to hear back from his dad, what's going on. Because of course, if there's going to be a service or something, we'll travel back to Indiana to go to it. But it's, it's messed up. In the end, he got to the point where I don't think he hated us, but he just didn't give a shit if we came or not. I actually worked at the nursing home he was at, and I took care of him for a couple months before we moved to Tennessee. And I remember telling him that we were moving out of state, and he got so mad at me, he told me to leave his room. leave his room, and I'm his caretaker. Like, I can't just, you know, ignore him. But he was just really rude to me after I told him we were leaving, and then, you know, he just like gave up, I guess, because at one point, you know, I walked in there because he had his call light on, and I'm like, what do you need? He's like, I'm shitting. And I'm like, what? Like, you want to go to the bathroom? He's like, nope, I'm doing it right here. I'm like, okay. And he's like, I'm just telling you. God, this smoke, sorry. I'm just telling you so you can come back and change me. I'm like, okay. Luckily, he waited until the second shift to come on for them to do that. But he just, I don't know. It's one of those things that stresses Paul out because, you know, his dad's upset even though they weren't really close, and his dad really wasn't there for him, and it was really kind of shitty to him. It's kind of like a played along the family line. Like, you know, Paul's grandpa was crappy to his dad, and his dad kind of had a rough, you know, parent style when Paul was a kid. Luckily Paul has like ended that pattern, and it's not going to be like that towards his kids. But I don't know, it's like one thing after another. Like, you know, I think I'm getting on like the normal, and then, you know, something like a family death happens, and it's just whoop, right back at the end. Okay, it got way too dark for me to film outside, so I came inside eating our chicken noodles in our cup, and I got some cocoa going on the stove. Super excited. See, that's like the things I like, to like really simple, you know, chicken noodle soup out of a can, like woohoo. And then hot cocoa, like that's simple, like, and we all like that. I'm thinking, you know what, tomorrow, either in the morning or at nighttime, I need some pancakes. Like, I'm feeling some pancakes. Anyways, can you hear my dog? Like, he's been at this is going on day 2. So the neighbor dog is in heat. Oh Lord, we found that out yesterday. So yesterday morning, he started acting like this, whining, crying, and he's like all over this dog. And I'm just thinking, maybe he just wants to run with her because he's grounded. Well, okay, that's not the case. All day he whined and cried and is like doing this crap, and he's like all over this dog. So finally yesterday evening I walked out there and he's still doing it. So I'm like, you know what? I wonder if she's in heat. So I flipped her tail up, and sure enough, she's in heat. She was bleeding. So that's why he did this all day and all night. Yeah, all night. 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. He's letting me know he wants outside. He wants to go get that, and it ain't happening because those would be some messed up looking dogs. A Great Pyrenees with a Dachshund? Yeah, those would be weird looking. So anyways, so I'm dealing with that. Maui. Hey, I'm talking to you, you nuisance. Ooh, so I didn't tell you guys. Okay, so like the whole month that we've been here, like we don't have a refrigerator, so we haven't been able to buy like, you know, the stuff I really like yogurt and like fresh fruits and vegetables, because they'll go bad, right? Well, or I just don't have the room in the freezer. Well, I splurged Friday or Saturday when I went grocery shopping, and I bought some grapes and some bananas and some celery and carrots, and I bought some chocolate milk. I bought like the single like 12 16-ounce things of like the chocolate milk, and we splurged, and it was so good to eat the fresh fruit and vegetables that even my kids, they ate the celery and the carrots. We had that gone today was the last day. Well, Monday we ate all the grapes, the rest of the grapes, and today we finished off the celery and the carrots. So if that tells you like how much we missed like fresh fruit and vegetables. And we drank all the chocolate milk yesterday. I bought 6 of them, and we had that gone in 2 days. So, but it was such a treat. And I think the next time that I go grocery shopping, because I go weekly since I can't fit a lot of stuff in the camper, I'm gonna buy me some yogurt. Like, I really want some yogurt and some granola and some fresh berries. Yeah, because right now your girl, her diet consists of zebra cakes, coffee, and canned goods. I do buy fresh meat. I can buy, I safely like to buy like anywhere from 2 to 4 days. 4 days is kind of pushing it. I like to keep it between 2 and 3 days. So I have that Ozark cooler, and I fill it up with like 20 pounds of ice, and then I'll put stuff in there, and that will be good, like with the ice, depending on like how the temperature is outside, anywhere from like 2 to 4 days, it'll stay super, super cold. So that's why I keep the meat anywhere from like 2 to 3 days. And then I'll just go back down into town and buy some more. Or I have canned meat, which will get us through until I go grocery shopping at the end of the week. So anyways, it was like a super treat to like have that fresh stuff. I was going to do tacos tonight, but I was just not in the mood to like really cook anything. So like chicken noodle soup, Campbell's chicken noodle soup like fixes everything. Like when you're sick, when you're sad, like that's the go-to. Like that stuff's good. And now I'm making hot cocoa. Like yeah. Oh, and the good thing about hot cocoa is, well, how I make it. And so I do like the cocoa mix, like a ton of it, and then I put. Will you quit? Anyways, since I was really interrupted by the stop. Okay, so hot cocoa mix, and then French vanilla coffee creamer. Like, if I had the liquid, that's what I would use, like my choice. But I just have the powder. Oh my God, it's so good. And you let that cool, and it's just like chocolate milk. So we're going to be drinking that all through the night tonight. And I also had a couple people ask me if I had a P.O. box so they could send me stuff. I do have a P.O. box, and that address is listed both on my Instagram and my TikTok. If you have either one of those, it's in my bio. I actually had some ladies send me some letters, like be my pen pal or whatever you want to send me. So that's on my Instagram and my TikTok bio. Because, you know, I don't get very good signal up here, so occasionally I can get on, you know, Facebook or TikTok or whatever and like browse to kind of entertain myself. But other than that, like, there's really nothing. So like getting mail is kind of like a treat. Like when I go into town and I go to my P.O. box and open it up and there's a letter, like I really like that. So it gives me something to do up here. Because there's not much at the moment going on. Oh yeah, and just saying, if you go to Tractor Supply and your Tractor Supply carries that vanilla bourbon candle, like your girl has a candle fetish right now, because I can't use my wax warmers, and I really like that vanilla bourbon scent. Like, so if you want to send your girl that candle, like I won't be mad. This is madness trying to film in this damn camper. Like, I'm so frustrated. Like, I start talking, and then the kids get going. Like, I shoot clips over, like, a ton of times because these kids won't shut up. I mean, like I said in one of my previous videos, when we get in that cabin, I'm getting, like, a 2x6 room, and that is my office. I'm making it soundproof. I'm putting a lock on the door, and that is mine. Like, I've had it with this camper, like... Woo! It is outlived. Like, I'm done with the camper. You know, I don't like to push that the whole, like, living in a camper thing is bad, because it's really not. It's not bad, you know. You can make it home, somewhere to sleep and be out of the rain, whatever. But I'm gonna be real with you guys. Like, it is trying. It is trying. We are a family of four. Living in this, and I'm like, my patience are really tested, and we're outside most of the time, and even then it's still tested, and it's like I can't keep it clean, you know. Like, when was it, Sunday or Monday, I spent like 2 hours cleaning this camper because, you know, everybody had tracked mud in on the floor. You know, I mopped the floor, swept it, you know, I wiped everything down. I had it looking real good. And the kids come in, and not even 5 minutes later, the whole camper's a wreck again. So I'm gonna be real with you guys. It is testing, but it's doable. It is possible. You can do it, and it is a very cheap way to get off grid faster than if you were gonna build a home and like wait it out, because you can buy a camper outright, you know. So there you don't have any house payment or whatever, and you just live right there on your land. But your patience will be tested. Okay, well, this was just kind of a short and sweet video, just kind of venting to you guys, but I promise my next video will be really interesting because we're gonna begin the cabin. It's coming in the morning. I'm super excited. So stay tuned for that. Keep a watch for my next video, and make sure if you don't have my notifications turned on, turn them on so that you get notified when I post a new video. You don't want to miss out. And if you haven't, make sure you follow me on Facebook or Instagram. You know, I have different content on all that stuff. So anyways, thanks for watching today. And in my next video, we will have the cabin. Hopefully. Fingers crossed there is no rain. So, wish me luck, guys. Wish me luck. Bye.